Budget talks start with the revenue projection, and the Office of Finance and Budget released a revenue summary showing $1.02 billion, with $713 million of that in general fund collections. Minority Leader Chris Dueña says he's crunched the numbers, and if you factor in some additional federal funding windfalls, such as $56 million in EITC that GovGuam no longer has to pay, and another $8 million that won't be withheld from Section 30 funds to pay war claims, then it's actually a lot more than the $99 million excess OFB is projecting.
I come out to $160 million in terms of all those differences in adopted levels, but a thorough analysis, at least from my part, speculation on some areas, but true numbers in terms of adopted revenues in 22 contrasted with revenues now.
OFB Director Steve Guerrero generally concurred, especially with one thing in particular.
I can safely say that there's going to be an increase in revenues in FY23. With that said, I also need to note that, the expenses for GovGuam has also grown. And I would like to think that, in every normal year that the expenses and revenues will grow proportionately. So, there's always enough revenues to cover your growth in expenditures.
But he says once expenditures become fixed costs, they automatically build into the bottom line. An example might be salary increases, which are included in the FY23 budget. Otherwise, Dueñas urges senators to continue their conservative ways.
Anything in excess to that is going to have to be an absolute true priority. Because for us to throw out all the rules that we established for ourselves over the last 3 fiscal years that got us here, Mr. Chairman, to me would be irresponsible.
Once senators do adopt a revenue projection, they will proceed to a review of individual appropriations for each line agency. For KUAM News, I'm Nestor Lecanto.